Another tough day for Wall Street. The Dow dropped 349 points. The S&P 500 sank 0.2%, and the Nasdaq rose 0.1%. We've seen some volatility in the market since last week following the announcement from President Donald Trump of reciprocal tariffs.
That's right, and more fallout from those tariffs as more are set to take effect later this week. President Donald Trump says that he is ready to negotiate with affected countries and says that some have already reached out. Well, today the president also threatened China with even higher tariffs if the country doesn't drop the 34% tax on American goods it imposed in response to President Trump's announcement. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was in Washington today meeting in person with the president and top White House officials looking for relief from the 17% tariffs slapped on his country. Well, the tariff turmoil continues to raise questions about how this trade war might affect your bottom line, especially when it comes to buying a car. 11 Alive's Molly Oak spoke with a couple of experts to find out what you need to know before trading in your old car for a new one.
We're in a time of real uncertainty in the automotive market.
Tariffs are not only increasing prices, they're increasing questions.
These tariffs are changing prices, they're changing inventory planning, they're changing shipment planning.
Keith Berry is a senior auto reporter at Consumer Reports.
I think the impact is going to be different depending upon the vehicle, the brand, sometimes even the dealership.
Tucker Balch, a finance professor at Emory University's Goizueta Business School, agrees. He says luxury car companies like Porsche tend to have huge markups on the price of their cars, so they can absorb the financial hit caused by tariffs more than companies like GM or Ford.
They sell it for not much more than it costs them to build it. And so they're not going to be able to absorb as much as those increased costs.
Balch says as of now, we'll feel more of the impact on cars toward the end of the year.
There will no longer be the new car on the lot that came in before the tariffs, and everyone that comes in will be after. And so we'll start to see all those prices build and build and build up to that 5% mark by the end of the year.
But if you're questioning if it's time to get a new car, Keith's top tip?
Don't buy a car right now. Look into fixing the car you have.
At least until questions surrounding the tariff wars are answered.
It's really a wait and see, I think, for most folks.
Molly Oak, 11 Live News.
Berry said he expects there to be a higher demand on the newer used cars, adding it's very important to make sure that you take your time, get the car inspected, and look at reliability ratings before purchasing a used car.